Hi, it is the human operating system time again. So a few days ago, I shared this uh, body battery curve here, which is with respect to the stress or activity, and the which is in the green or yellow here, and then the blue here is the rest. Okay, so the body battery with respect to that, and which is related to chi. And I have received a few messages from our friend asking me to get deeper so that they can understand more on this body battery or the chi stuff. So today I'm going to do exactly that, to get deeper so that you can see both the big picture and the details. Now, before I get into the topic, there are two things I like to share with you. First is, if you find my channel is useful and helpful, please subscribe on the channel, okay? Or if you find my blog, which is listed in the description here, is helpful and useful, please subscribe to it. And also that you're welcome to ask me questions, okay, with this YouTube comments or the my blog, okay. uh, the second thing is, uh, in terms of the human operating systems, meditations or qigong, it is uh, uh, better that we go for the data-driven science type of things instead of saying, I believe, I think. Because many friends, when they wrote me, they say, well, I believe what you describe is the same with so and so, or similar to so and so. Or I think what you described is similar or the same with so and so. And actually, you don't want to do that in this human operating system, or be it in qigong or in meditation. You do not want to do that. Qigong or meditations or human operating system has to be really accurate and precise. Okay. For example, if you have taste both the apple and lemons, okay, the green apple, the green apple, and then the lemons, then you just taste it. You say, well, I know this is green apple, this is lemon, okay. And we don't say that because we never taste apple or lemon, and then we say, oh, I think that the green apple and lemon taste the same, okay. I believe the green apple and lemon taste the same. Well, the reason that we cannot really clearly describe or identify what is because we never tried, we never experienced it, okay. So we don't want to go that path of I think, I believe. We need to change that. If you want to practice qigong or the meditations or Buddhisms or Taoism, we better get it straight, okay? Because those are science, technology, life, the science of life, and it is based on cause and effect. It's not I believe, I think, okay? We just don't want to interpret what is the taste of apple or what is the taste of lemon. We want to taste it and describe what it is, okay? So let's get to the topic today, the body battery. So let's look at this again. So the green or the yellow one here is the activity or the stress, okay. And then this line here is the plot of the body battery, okay. And then this blue here is rest. This is a rest. Okay, so remember this first. Okay, now I'm going to draw it here so that you know what I'm talking about. So say this is the activity. Okay, so this is a scale here. This is the activity. Okay, now say this is the rest with the blue, the rest, and this again is the activity. Okay, just put this way. So this is a rest. Okay, so rest. So this is activity. This is rest, and I call this a deep rest. Okay, so this is activity, or you can call it stress. Okay, so I use black to represent the green over there, and then this is rest. This is deep rest. Deep rest. Okay. Now, so this is this is time here. This is time here. Okay. Now, the body battery level. Okay, is like this. Okay, meaning that the battery from a certain level here is draining, running right down, and then at this rest level, it is going flat. It doesn't dissipate more, further dissipate more. Okay, and then over here at the deep rest, it is charging. Okay, so this is discharging. This is just stay there. Okay, and then this is charging. Okay, so if you look at this, at the activity or stress, you see that this body battery is depleting or draining, and then at this blue rest time, okay, when this it is stay the same, and then when it get into the deep rest, is charging. Okay, so it is like that. This charge when there's activity or stress. When it's rest, it stay there. Okay, and deep rest, it's charging. Okay, now so this is the body battery level. Okay, this is the body battery level. So that is the discharging, that is the stay there, and then there is charging. Okay, now body battery level, the body battery, okay, or the battery, we can actually equivalent the body battery. The body battery is equivalent to chi. Okay, chi, or is equivalent to the body energy reserve. Okay, or resources. So this is the plot of how the body energy, okay, the body energy is at different period of time. Okay, so in other words, body battery is equal to chi, is equal to the body energy reserve or the body resource. Okay, so by knowing this plot, one node, the situations of one's body energy, okay, one's body energy. So one knows, okay. For example, over here, this is under stress, okay, it going down lower, okay, drain, and then here, it's going low enough. Then say, well, we better charge up here, okay. So in order to practice Qigong or meditations or any kinds of energy works, one need to be able to sense this and be able to do the discharge and charging. Okay? So if one practice Qigong, one need to be able to do that. Okay? And notice one thing here. You see, that is deep rest. In order to do the charging, one need to do the deep rest. In order to do the charging, one need to do the deep rest. Usual rest cannot do it. That is a conditions need to doing the charging. Okay. So this is how the qi as in Qigong and meditations need to be handled. Okay. And again, this is like our daily life. Okay. With today's the scientific device technology, we can track our body battery or our energy reserve every day, so that we know how to make best use of it. Okay. So this is important. To know this is important. Okay. To know this is important. And so if we are facing such as say burnout or anxiety, we need to take the body energy reserve into considerations. Because if the body energy is low or the qi energy is low, qi means energy, the qi is low or the body energy is low or the body battery level is low, that means we need to charge the energy. Okay. If we have a burnout or anxiety, if the body energy is low, that means it's not going to help us disregard of what we do. And do not relate this qi, okay, into some kind of magic. Okay, do not relate the qi into magic, and do not mystify it. Do not mystify qi. Okay, and also do not interpret qi with the new age spiritual stuff or some kind of pseudo science. Okay, you often hear, oh, people do this scientific experiment on qi and so forth. We don't want to go there. Qi, as the ancient, the Chinese 1,500 years, qi, the fundamental is simply body battery or body energy reserve. Okay, and if we do not stick with this very basic and tangible descriptions of what is qi, then we get into trouble. What are we actually trying to do when we say we practice Qigong, we practice meditations? Okay, so we need to also know that this body battery or the qi is related to the 6th area of concern. Okay, the 6 area of concern, namely the diet, the sleep or rest or activity, the medicines, what medicines you take, and then your body handling, your breathing, and then your mind activity. So this is 6 area of concern. So the chi or the body battery is directly impacted by this 6 area of concern. It's no magic. It's not something out of this reality world or some kinds of mysterious stuff. Okay, and so again, if we facing something like a burnout or anxiety, you need to take a look into all these things. Okay, first of course we want to find out, is body energy is low or not. Okay, and then if we say body energy is low, and we need to look into these 6 area of concern to see what causing it. Is that stress in our mind, or if we don't eat anything, or our diet is not proper, and also how to charge up this body energy or this chi. One really solid, tangible thing is sleep. The Chinese in ancient, when they have this 6 area of concern, they said sleep, rest is a very important thing. And today, in scientific research, like for example on this body battery and heart rate variability in the study and so forth, we know that sleeping is a big thing. If we don't sleep, then we get into trouble. Okay, and sleep, a deep sleep, is actually related to the deep rest, where you can let the body charge. Okay, so this is deep rest by meditation, but in the sleeping it has to be like that, so that it can keep charge up. Okay, so chi, body battery, is just that. Okay, just that simple and clear. Okay, because this world is a causal system. Now, in terms of meditations and Qigong, we need to watch out. When we practice meditations or Qigong, we need to watch out carefully that there are 2 states in the every holistic Qigong or meditation practice. Okay, there are 2 states. So there are 2 states in 2 states. Okay, in meditations or Qigong practice. It doesn't matter if it's Buddhism, Taoism, based on Anapanasati, or based on the Yellow Emperor Classic, derived Taoism of Chinese. It always have 2 states. Okay, and the 2 states, the first is the intentionally regulating state. Okay, intentionally regulating state. Another way you can say about this state is that it is a discharge state. Okay, so it's intentionally regulating and is this discharge state. Okay, that's the first state. The second state, it is the natural resonance state, like the pendulum resonance. Okay, and that is also called the charging state. Okay, the charging state. Okay, so there are 2 states there in any Qigong or any meditation, a proper one. Okay, not something monkey around. Okay, this is, it has to be like that. Okay, now, so that is the intentionally regulating state and the discharge state. So example for you, when you're counting breathing, inhale, exhale, you count one, and then you count two, count three. That is the intentionally regulating state, and that is the discharge state. Okay. For the natural resonant state and the charging state, there's like what, like a deep sleep. There's a deep sleep. Okay. So this is important because this is the intentionally what do you call it, regulating state. Okay, it will dissipate. Okay, and then this is the deep rest, or the national resonance state, natural resonance state, and it is a charging state. So in Qigong or meditation, one always have the state, the internal intentionally regulating state and the charging state. Okay, so that it be able to balance the energy. Okay, so why do you need this intentionally regulating state? Well, for example, if we want to regulate our breathing, then we can do counting breathing and so forth. Okay, and so that we can regulate it. Once we regulate it, we want to put it on the rest, deep rest state, or the natural resonance state, or the charging state, so that it be able to charge the energy. Okay, while one is using this, one is practicing this intentionally regulating state, one is dissipating energy. Okay, another example I want to show you is this. So this is all the channels in the body, right? The practice of the Qigong, the one of the phase is to help the circulations, which is intentionally regulating, help the circulations. Okay, that's one state, but we know this is dissipative. Okay, well, this is dissipative is needed because if some channel is not flow smoothly, then for example, if one use massage to massage it, that's a dissipating state. Okay, massage it so that the flow is better and so forth. And then after the massage, okay, or any kind of manual, one put the body in the natural resonance state to let it charge. Okay, so it rests deeply and charge. So one use the intentional regulating. One use the intentional regulating to balance the body, and then let go the body, let the body get into the deep rest or the charging state or the natural resonance state. So that's how Qigong is. Now, even in Anapanasati, okay, in Anapanasati, the counting breathing. So at first it's counting the breathing, and after a while it's no longer counting breathing. It's aware of something, and you get into the deep rest state. Okay, when the mind and the pulse of the breathing, between breathing between inhale and exhale, there's a pulse. When that synchronize, that get into the deep rest state. Okay, so it's not just I'm counting. No, it's not that. If you're just keeping counting, you're doing dissipative, and your mind is not going to settle. Okay, so that's Anapanasati. And also, you want a teacher who know how to guide you on this, because everybody is different. Okay, so in the Chinese is referred to, are you in the yang energy deficiency or the yin energy deficiency? They need to tailor this charging and discharging state, and tailor the techniques. It's not one size fit all. This is a reality. Okay, so if you want to know about all the four layers, the physical body, the mind, the breathing, the energy neuron or the chi layer, the charging and discharging, and this intentional regulating, and then the natural resonance. How to get there is in the book. Okay, it's in the book there. Okay, so that is how it is. You need to know that. Okay. So only you know that, then you can handle this. You can handle this thing. You can have a handle. Manage your body energy or manage your chi. Other than that, what are we doing? So this is very tangible, very realistic daily living. This is nothing to do with some kind of mysterious stuff. Okay, we need to be careful in this meditation or Qigong, disregard Taoist or Buddhist. Okay, there's a goal. Say for example, the Buddhists say the goal is to awaken, to awake. Okay, to enlightenment, awake, and to end the circle of birth and death. Okay, that's the goal. Now, if you are doing this counting breathing, so how is from this counting breathing get into this awaken? One need to ask the questions. Okay, in the proper way, for the Buddhist meditations of counting breath is saying that, okay, I want to count the breath to develop my calmness. Okay, my calmness. After I have the calmness, it leads to I have awareness. Okay, so this is our calmness and awareness map. So using the counting the breath and so forth, and I get to the deep rest and so forth. We develop this calmness, and then with the calmness, you got the awareness. Okay, you lead to a certain degree of awareness, and then you use this capability at that time and this body energy. You do a insight meditation or vipassana, where you examine the self. Okay, or your attachment. That is where you get awakened. However, just counting the breath itself is not going to do anything. Counting the breath is only going to do this, develop your calmness. Okay, you need to go practice vipassana, investigating on yourself, and then or your attachment in order to get awakened. Okay, so you have to be that. That details, that accurate is like an engineering. Okay, you want to go to the 6th floor by elevator, you need to push the proper button, and you need to get into the proper elevator, and then you need to power it up with the electric power so that the elevator can run. Okay, it is like that. Both in Buddhism and Taoism, it is like that. Okay, so that's why I say that there's no I think, I believe. Does it work or not? You know. And if there's something wrong, if it doesn't get there, then you say, okay, I need to check my 6th area of concern, and not get into this spiritual, you believe, visualization and so forth. Okay, what you have light and so forth, because okay, I can share with you this. So this is the calmness, this is the awareness. Okay, now, so you have the calmness, you have the awareness, you practice the vipassana. okay, inside meditation. And when you examine the self, the attachment, okay, then you get awakened, okay. Now, if you go outward here, keeping yourself here, you go outward here, investigate. You can be good in a certain topic, like if you want to study business or engineering or anything or science, you can be good at that. Okay. Now, we have to be careful. Whatever we go out here, that is actually stick with our sensory consciousness, like if we see light, we have more space. That is about sensory consciousness. Well, this thing, when you go inside, that is on your mental consciousness. You get into your mental consciousness. So if we keeping, just go for the light, the divine power, the whatever received from heaven, you keeping going here. Okay? That is not going to get one enlightenment, not getting one awakened, because it's preserve this self to go there. So this is explicit, it's called sensory consciousness. Go inside here is mental consciousness. So for example, today's artificial intelligence, those are all deal with the sensory consciousness stuff. Like for example, we have the virtual reality, okay, the video and so forth. Those are sensory consciousness stuff. Those are sensory stimulant. For the awakening, you go inside into the consciousness and the mental consciousness. When you get the mental consciousness, you want to break your attachment, and that's where you can get compassion and empathy. Those are two different ways. Okay. So we everything is very details. That's why I say, right, in the Surangama or in the Yogacara Bhumi, all these things are detailed stuff like that. Even in the Taoist scripture of the Qigong, the Taoist cultivation, it is these details. There's a cause and effect. Okay, it's not something from nothing. Okay, so this is what I like to share with you today. And from this, we need to know one thing. Okay, we need to know one thing. Often there will be a lot of claim. Claim what? Oh, scientifically studied meditations can improve immune system, can cure anxiety, can cure burnout. Okay? So there's always claim like that. So well, under scientific study, meditation such as counting the breathing, body scanning, and then all sort of stuff, make you feel more space and so forth, will improve your immunity and cure anxiety and help burn out all kind of stuff. Well, my question is that how is that possible? If one have no idea, okay, now you can make an experiment. Go check the YouTube. See, is there anybody talk about what I'm talking about, the two state, the intentionally regulating state or the discharge state, and the naturally resonant state or the charging state. Look at all this meditation, whoever they claim they are monk, they are whatever, did they talk about that? If they don't talk about that, they're just saying that there's no way to handle the body battery. Okay, which is scientifically we know today that we can predict and we can do a calculation on that based on your calorie intakes, your activity and so forth. Now, if one couldn't even handle the basic energy content or the energy reserve handling, how is that possible to go to a scientific lab to prove anything at all? It's just like if I do not know my cell phone or my iPad's battery conditions, charging or discharging condition, I said, well, bring this iPad to the laboratory, and then you want to check on different function and so forth. Well, the first thing is that do you need to know your energy stuff, your battery level stuff, and do you need to know how to charge it, instead of keeping assume that on the battery and so forth you have this mysterious stuff and so forth. You just go do counting breathing, and as we know, counting breathing is what is an intentionally regulating state. How is it going to charge your body energy? Well, with Anapanasati didn't do that. Anapanasati say that the teaching is saying that at first you count, and once you regulate it, you let it go into the natural resonance states to get deep charging. Okay? So how is that possible? I see it's not possible. Okay? Based on engineering and cause and effect reality or causal system or science. Okay? Now, so we need to be really careful here. And one thing I can share with you today. Since about 200 years ago, okay, say about 1800, okay, the Chinese Qigong or meditation technology is going down like that. Okay, it's going down in the Opium War, it's going down in the Cultural Revolution big time. Okay, the Chinese Cultural Revolution big time. Okay, it's going down. And then over here today, we have all this woo-woo stuff or magical chi and all those kind of stuff. While on the other hand, the technology, the technology, today's technology, like the science and the what do you call it, the electronics and the artificial intelligence technology is going this way. Okay, and then with the AI right now, it's going this way. You see how fast is the AI technology is developed. Okay, look at it. And so now you got a problem here. Your human is losing its understanding on the body in terms of this ancient technology, and going to believe on something woo-woo, okay, and try to say, oh yeah, I proved my meditations with scientific. Well, but wait a minute, what you prove is for example counting the breath, and sure, you're counting your breath can handle your autonomic nervous system. However, if you keep in counting, what is going to do with your energy? Is it dissipative or it is charging? Well, if you don't want to answer that, there's a problem there. Okay? Now you believe in this kind of stuff, okay? Where it is not a complete scientific study. And now, on the other hand, the AI, machine learning and everything is going skyrocket up. Well, now you're facing a machine managing human era to come if you continue to do that. The human keeping belief in the woo stuff, okay? The people who practice meditation keeping belief in this woo stuff, and then the artificial intelligent group of people is going to skyrocket up. Well, you can predict what's going on for next 10 years. Okay, so that's why I say that we need the human operating system to know what are we doing. So this is to share with you today. And if you have any questions, anything you like to comment, please comment on the comment area in the YouTube or in my blog.